the gauge says 3/4 and it's empty.
I can't even see it, and I'm...
I can't get my hands in here.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
That's peculiar.
Alright you guys, you're going to see us nitpick the crap out of this Ferris mower, and our job is not to be a cheerleader for every brand that's out there. We want to show you all of the things about each mower, good, bad, and in between. But I'm not doing this solo. I actually called in Brian from Brian's Lawn Maintenance because all that guy does is cut grass, and Ed Wright from Wright Mowers because that guy is actually a lawn mowing engineer. So we're gonna get a bunch of different perspectives as we look at all of these brands, and what you're gonna see in the upcoming series is we're gonna be reviewing Toro, Skag, Hustler, Exmark, Husqvarna, just a ton of different brands, but it's not all gonna be on my channel. So if you guys wanna see every mower review video, make sure you go over to Brian from Brian's Lawn Maintenance channel because you're going to see more reviews over there. Now without wasting any more time, let's get into this Ferris and see how it does, because we gotta make some tall grass short. Let's do this. Actually a really good mower, but Ed and Brian sure aren't very nice to it.
C2, this machine, for me it's like a 1.5 years old I think, but it's basically what they're building today, not much has changed. This is kind of their middle size stand-on. They got the Z1, Z2, and the Z3. You know, the integrated transmission and the 24-inch tire lets them actually stand a little bit more between the wheels. The bigger tire lets them get down in there more. So the operator's staying in the right place. The belt's still hard to get at, but not nearly as bad as the Toro. I think that the machine goes a little too fast and the wheels are a little bit too big for the transmission. I would like to see the transmission running cooler. Transmissions that aren't running worthy of noting are not going to last too long.
I like the foam pad on the Ferris.
Yeah.
The Ferris and the Skag have great foam pads. I haven't tried the Wright or the Gravely yet, but I like the bolstered sides. This was a big talking point.
I do, yeah, I agree.
Because when I'm leaning into turns,
yep.
And you know,
small point, but I like it.
So when you're talking about turns, this is nice, but when we talk about hills, this is not that helpful.
Oh.
And that's why we don't put them on there.
Okay.
And we also don't want to stitch it because that's where the rain starts getting in there. So I realize there's pros and cons, right?
Right.
But that's why we're doing what we're doing.
So what Ed's talking about is you see this stitching on the front. When these guys go to power wash their machine and they're hitting the front of the thing, this is going to get soaked. Where some of them, well, I know you, Ed, your system has all the stitching back behind, so you can power wash it and you're not going to get anything.
Also, just look at the construction of it. So this is held together with maybe 5 staples on the side. You'll see we have like 100 or something. Like they're really tight, and our wood is primed, so we're going to seal out more of that moisture.
I don't have hands-on with this Ferris,
right?
And one of the things that Brian pointed out immediately, because he's a frickin' lawn mowing diva, was this.
Yeah, well, I like the Ferris how it was, and there's a lot of things I do like, but little things like this, you know, when I'm using the mower 40 times a day, I can't get my hands in here. And if you have gloves on by chance, and you know you're in the spring or fall, or you got, you know, bigger guys, you can't. Some of the stuff I get the crossover thing. That's a big no-no, right? If you wanted to start there. But the second one is I need to have accessibility to my buttons and my gauges. The Toro Grandstand and the Exmark, in their favor, have that figured out. You can see their display is up front. They have all the buttons up front, you know what I mean, Sam? Over here, I have to put my hands through here, and you know, heaven forbid I'm trying to move something.
Also, the hour meter's over here, so when you lean over to read it, it's upside down, and your fuel gauge is down on the hole.
Yeah, all right.
But what I did like is this is right underneath the bar, so you have something to push against when you use it.
Sure. Wait a minute, where's the fuel?
It's through that little hole.
What?
Yeah, that's something I covered on my Ferris video, but
what?
A little $50, $100 part. You know?
Are you kidding me? Shut up.
What do you think about the platform?
I like it.
I like the platform with the dampener.
I feel like when you're really cruising, it's damping it too much. I think once the damper wears out a little bit, it's actually gonna have a nicer ride.
Yeah.
Alright you guys, I want you to watch as we're mowing on flat level ground. Those bolstered sides are actually pretty nice. They kind of contain you in the lawnmower. But what Ed was talking about on hills, when you're trying to actually extend your leg out and around, those bolster sides become a detriment. Some of you guys, if you've ever experienced it where you've got to, you're really mowing on a steep lawn and you try to stick your, why do I have my pant legs half rolled up? When you try to stick your leg around the side to get that extra lean up into the hill, that bolstered side's not gonna help you out. Alright you guys, there's a thing called a Ferris fan club. Well, it's actually not a real thing, but there's guys that love their Ferris mowers because they are just rock solid dependable. And you've got to do a lot of things right to get a raving fan club. But what we're going to show you next is what happens when we take a Ferris mower and mow at top speed, which you guys aren't going to do, but your crews may when you're not looking, and look at the cut quality on standard grass. And then we're gonna go into super tall grass and see how it does. And the Ferris actually proves to be a beast in this super tall grass. But let's just look at the first things first, because I start to get off on these weird tangents. Let's look at, yeah.
Top speed you were mowing at.
Top speed? Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
you
going
were
fast
mowing
like
at
that.
top speed.
Yeah.
So you took 2 passes.
I think the right has a beat.
I think so.
Yeah. I like the ICD deck, but you can see all the stragglers with the tall fescue in between here.
Yep, no, look at right here.
Yeah.
So let's go down here. It's gonna be tough to see, but you can see it. Yeah, you got a lot of stragglers.
Discharged onto, and then we went back over it.
Yeah, that handled it well, didn't
That
it?
is pretty good.
Yeah.
Next one.
Next mower.
Alright you guys, well we nitpicked the crap out of this Ferris mower, but all in all, it's a well-built machine. But our job isn't to tell you But our job isn't to be a cheerleader for every brand that's out there. It's to show you the differences to help you guys make up your own mind which one is right for you. So you tell me, if you ran a Ferris, comment down below, because that's a huge thing that'll help other people decide if Ferris is the right mower for them. God bless you guys. Make sure you stick around because we got a lot more mower review videos coming your way. Check out Brian's channel because he's going to be doing them with me to cover different aspects of all of these different mowers. Go get them, you guys.